Right, we've only a couple of days to go before the Vermeer DLC comes out. Obviously, we've got our last lot of fact sheets because it's Friday, which is very nice. So the first one we got there is the TM1410. This is going to be a mower. It's going to run at 13 mile an hour. It's going to cost you 49.5 grand to buy, and it only requires 110 horsepower, 6.3 meter working width, which is very nice. And the second one we've got is the big star of the DLC, the ZR1200. Oh, this looks ace. Obviously, this is a self-propelled baler. It's got a 200 horsepower engine, 11 mile an hour working speed. It's going to do 125 to 180 centimeter round bale. It's going to cost you 214 grand. Top speed of 29 mile an hour. That's all right. It says it's got 4,000 litre capacity. Obviously, that means it can do up to the 180 centimetre bale. And it's going to do grass, hay and straw. Now, I can't wait for this to come out because that looks something different entirely. I mean, it looks like a bug sort of thing, just there squatting or whatever, but that looks ace. So I can't wait for next week. Now, obviously, if you have got the season pass, it's going to come free for that, but you can pre-order it. I mean, it's saying €7.99 on the website at the minute for PC and Mac, but if you've got season pass, nothing to worry about. And the first mod for the day is the Lizard Subsoiler pack. This is by Niku Pix, 7.32 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these, as you can imagine, under Subsoilers. So we've got the combinable 300 and then the combinable 600. So if we go into the first one, the 300, 100 horsepower requirement, it starts off with a 3 meter working width. Dear oh dear, 10.5 grand to buy. You then got the option to get out of the whole 3 meter shenanigans by going up to the massively wide 4 meter. Dear oh dear, it's going to add an extra 1,250 to the price, but it's better than the 3 meter. Obviously puts those little sections on the end. You then got the main color. You can change to anyone that you want, obviously. And we'll come out of that and we'll go into the 600. So this has got a 200 horsepower requirement, 6 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speed. There is no options to change the width of it. You can change the main color though. We'll go into that. Dear oh dear. Now the 3 options to this, and obviously the 3 meter one, yeah, we're going to ignore that because it's 3 meters. But the other 2, oh, I do like it. Yeah, very nice. Right, our last mod for the day is the Start From Zero. This is by Yos, 41 kilobyte on the download, and it's this in front of me, which is zero. Dear oh dear. Oh, proper shocking. Right, what this is, if you ever wanted to do a roleplay scenario where you start a new game, new farm, you get 100 grand, farm manager you get 1.5 million, and then start from scratch you get 500 grand. If you wanted to start a proper start from zero, no money whatsoever, proper broke, pockets hanging out, there is not a sight of change in your pocket, start from scratch, this is the thing for you. Now, if you come into the construction menu like that, and we'll go under buildings and tools, you got these 3 options. So if you come on new farmer, obviously you start off with 100 grand. So you've got an option there for 100 grand. If you start on farm manager, get the option there for 1.5 mil. You start on start from scratch. Start from scratch. I need to get a new set of teeth. If you come on start from scratch, you got the option there for 500 grand. Now what these are is basically nothing. If you see that there, it's not going to place anything down because it's an invisible placeable. You can't see it and it's got no collisions and whatever. So you place it down and it takes all your money away. So it's a quick and simple way of getting rid of money. I mean, yeah, it's got the amounts for the start from scratch farm manager and new farmer scenarios on the go, but if you was in a situation where, say, like you put the government signs down and you put a little bit too much more money in than you really wanted to, you could bang a load of these down, get rid of that money really easily, which is ace. Now also, if we go up to farmhouses, we've got 3 options here as well, because obviously some maps don't have sleep triggers. So you could buy one of these. It's going to take the same amount of money away, the 100 grand, 1.5 mil, or the 500 grand, but it's also going to place down a sleep trigger. There you are. So I've placed that down. My money's down to 0. I've got the sleep trigger on my normal Elm Creek start farm. I've got another sleep trigger here. That is ace. When you click on that, go to sleep. Usual shenanigans for that. That's brilliant. I've now got 0 money. I'm not sure the wife is going to be too happy if I go and tell her I've got no money. But here we are. You've got no money. You can start a proper start from scratch with no money. That is brilliant. Love it. Alright, we've got one update for the day. This is the New Holland Series LTL by Sevi Modding and AM Modding. And according to that, it's got added real sounds. And this is the current testing list that's with Giants. I believe there's, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 on there for console, which is very nice indeed. Obviously, more mods coming out for us. So that's your mods for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Are you going to be using the start from scratch shenanigans? Because that's ace. We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.